All right, lesson 1.5. What we're going to be doing today is translating verbal phrases into algebraic expressions and equations and inequalities. So remember yesterday, all right, we learned about expressions, equations, and inequality. Expressions do not have an equal sign. Equations do have an equal sign. And inequalities have less than or greater than signs, or less than or equal to or greater than or equal to signs, okay? So basically what we're doing is they're going to give you a sentence like 4 less than the quantity of 10 times the number x is 25. It won't be anything that complicated, but that would be like a sentence, and they want you to write that as an actual math problem, okay? So that's what we're going to be doing. You don't need to write this down. I just want everybody to know this is what we are trying to accomplish today. We're going to translate those verbal phrases or those sentences into algebraic expressions, like we said, problems with no equal sign, or we're going to translate it into equations, problem with an equal sign, and inequalities with a less than or greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to sign. Okay, so this is the piece of paper that I have given you. Math words. There are certain words we can look for in a sentence to tell us, okay, this means I'm going to need addition. This means I need subtraction, okay? There are 4 basic operations in math: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Each one of these operations has their own keywords that mean specific things. So addition, first of all, I want you to write on this piece of paper. The word sum most specifically means an answer to an addition problem. So answer to addition, I'm just going to abbreviate to addition problem. Okay, so I know anytime I see the word sum, it means addition, but most specifically, the answer to an addition problem. Anytime at all you see the word sum, I want you to automatically write parentheses. Write that down. That is important to get. Anytime you see the word sum, I want you to automatically write parentheses. So if the sentence were to say, the sum of, so I know I see the word sum, I know I need parentheses, I know sum means addition, so I write the sum of a number and 5. Now, a number, they didn't tell me what that number is, so that means I'm going to use a variable. So a number and 5. That's how you would translate that sentence, the sum of a number and 5. You say, Miss Reber, why do I need parentheses? That does absolutely nothing in that problem. You're right. It does do absolutely nothing in that problem. But if you get in the habit of writing them no matter when you see the word sum, you won't forget to do it when you actually do need them. Because you will have a problem that says 4 times the sum of x plus 5 is equal to 25. That means I need 4 times the sum of x plus 5 equals 24. Okay? So that 4 has got to be multiplied by x plus 5, whatever the answer to x plus 5 is. That 4 is not multiplied by x. And that 4 is not only multiplied by 5, it's multiplied to the answer of that, okay? It'll make a little more sense once you actually see it in a sentence, and we can go through it. All right, some other words that mean addition. More than. 4 more than a number means 4 plus x, or 4 plus a, or b, or c. Whatever variable you want to use, it doesn't matter to me, okay? Plus. 4 plus a number, 4 plus x, okay? Increased by, a number increased by 5, x plus 5, okay? Subtraction, guess what the word difference means? The answer to a subtraction problem. Write that down. Answer to a subtraction problem. And again, I'm just abbreviating. And guess what I want you to use when you see the word difference? Anybody? Parentheses, thank you. Parentheses, okay? Anytime you see the word difference, it means the answer to a subtraction problem, and you need to use parentheses, okay? So, are you catching on here? Anytime we see a word that means an answer to a specific problem, you use parentheses, okay? So, sum, answer to an addition, we use parentheses. Difference, answer to a subtraction, we use parentheses. All right, so if it were to say the difference of a number and 10, I would write parentheses. Difference means subtraction, a number, which is x, and 10. That's how I would write that problem. Now, there's one other specific word that I want to talk to you about in subtraction that is the most common mistake people make when we do these problems. It is this word right here, less than. Anytime you see the word less than in a problem, let's say I gave you the problem 6 less than a number, and I'm just going to abbreviate here. 6 less than a number. That word less than means subtraction. So I automatically know subtraction. But what this word less than means is that whatever is written first has to go second, and whatever is written second has to go first. Okay? Because whenever you do subtraction, the order matters. Think about it. What's 5 minus 2? 3. But what's 2 minus 5? Negative 3. Two totally different answers, okay? So the order when I have subtraction matters. The only word in subtraction that means I have to actually flip it is less than. So anytime you see the word less than, some big old red flag should be going off in your head going, switch it, whatever's first has to go second, whatever's second has to go first. So I write my minus sign, and then I know 6 needs to go second, and a number, since I don't know what it is, I'm going to write X, has to come first, okay? Anytime you see the word less than, whatever is written first has to go second, whatever's second has to go first. Every other word in subtraction means you write it exactly how it is. So if I were to say 5 minus a number, I would write 5 minus X. Or if I had 7 decreased by a number, I would write 7 minus X, all right? But whenever you have less than, 6 less than a number, I have to write X minus 6, all right? Product. The word product means what? Who can guess? Answer to a multiplication problem. Write that down. And guess what I want you to use whenever you see this word? Parentheses. Parentheses. Answer to a multiplication problem. So if you were to hear the product of a number and 7, I could do 7 times X. All right? In parentheses. Times. Anytime you see the word times also means multiplication. Or multiplied also means multiplication. Division. Division is the only other operation that it matters what order you do it in. Because remember, subtraction, it matters the order. And division, it matters the order. Because think about it. If I had 2 divided by 1, I would write 2 divided by 1, which equals 2. But what if I said 2 divided by 1 and you wrote it like this? Look at those answers. They are totally different. This one is 2 and this one is 1/2. So in division and subtraction, it matters the order. All right, so let's think about it. Quotient. What do you think the word quotient means? Answer to a division. Thank you. Answer to a division problem. And what do you think I'm going to use when I see that word? We've used it 3 times already. What do you think this one is? Parentheses. Very good. So if I were to see the quotient of a number in 7, I would write my parentheses. Quotient means division. So a number and 7. Always get in the habit. Anytime you see the word sum, difference, product, quotient, parentheses, whatever, you're going to have parentheses, and then whatever that word means, like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, goes inside of the parentheses, okay? Also, another word that means division is divided. Now, there's one other word on here that I did not write down that I want you to write down, and that word is quantity. Write this one down. Quantity. Okay? The word quantity means use parentheses. The word quantity means use parentheses. Okay? The reason why is it will say 4 times the quantity of 7 plus 5. So I know I have 4 times the quantity, and whatever they say after quantity is what goes in the parentheses. So 7 plus 5 is equal to whatever. Okay, so anytime you see the word quantity, use parentheses. All right? Okay, a few more words that we want to go over is whenever I have an equation or inequality. The word is always means equal. So if I were to see 4 plus x is 25, I would write 4 plus x equals 25. So the word is means equals, okay? Less than and greater than. Now, these are the two that trip people up because they go, oh, less than subtraction, greater than is addition. There is one simple way to be able to tell when I use subtraction and when I use the less than sign. It is this word is right here. I would circle it. I would draw arrows to it. I would underline it. I would do something so you know that is my key word. Whenever I see the word is directly in front of less than or directly in front of greater than, it means the less than sign, not subtraction. Okay? So is less than means I use the less than sign. Also, is less than or equal to means I use the less than or equal to sign. Again, because it has the word is in front of it. Same thing with greater than. I would circle it, underline it, draw arrows to it, whatever it takes to know. That is the key word I'm looking for. If the word is in front of greater than, I use the greater than sign, not addition. Is greater than or equal to, greater than or equal to sign, because it has the word is in front of it. Okay? Okay, let's use some of these words into practice, okay? Write the verbal expression algebraically. So what they want me to do is they want me to write whatever they have in this sentence as an algebraic expression. This is example 1. I did not write that on there, but this is example 1. Okay, so 6 less than 4 times a number. So I want to write this as an algebraic expression. So I'm going to write it as a math problem. And I'm going to look for certain keywords. Keep out that math words piece of paper because you're going to want to refer back to it to find out, okay, what do I need? Is this addition or is this subtraction? Do I need parentheses? Do I not need parentheses? Okay? We have 6 less than 4 times a number. The word less than right there. What does that mean? What operation am I going to do? Subtraction. So I'm going to go ahead and write my subtraction. But there should be warning signs, lights going off in your head, flags waving. What does the word less than mean I have to do? Brittany? Exactly. Flip the order. The first one goes second and the second one goes first. So I'm going to write 6 at the back and 4 times a number. Okay, they doubled up on us right there. How would I write 4 times a number? 4x, exactly, because I don't know what that number is that's being multiplied by 4, so I just write it as a variable. You could write 4y, you could write 4a, b, whatever. It doesn't matter as long as it's a variable. And this is your answer. That is exactly your answer, all right? You're not trying to solve anything. You're not trying to find out, oh, what could I plug in for x? Nope, I just want you to write the actual problem, okay? Okay, this next one. The sum of 8 and a number. First of all, sum. What do you know you need? Parentheses, thank you. And sum means addition, so I put the plus in between those parentheses. And now I just fill into the parentheses what it tells me. The sum of 8 and a number. And you say, really, do I need those parentheses there? They don't do anything. Yes, I want you to write those parentheses. Because while they don't do anything on this one, as you get into more difficult problems, you will need them. Okay, and I want you to get used to writing them no matter what. All right, the next one. 3 more than the difference of 5 and a number x. So let's break this down piece by piece. 3 more than. So I have the number 3. What does the word more than mean? Addition, so I put a plus sign. All right, we've taken care of that. Now I have the difference of 5 and a number x. First of all, the difference, what do I know I need? Subtraction with parentheses. So I put my parentheses, I put my subtraction. Did they use the word less than? No. So I can just write it exactly how it's read. 5 and a number x. So I write it in the exact order that they give it to me. This is where you need parentheses. This is why you have to use them. Because if this were a real math problem, you would have to know that I've got to do 5 minus x first, and then whatever the answer to that is, because that's what difference means, the answer to that subtraction problem, then I add 3 to it. I don't do 3 plus 5, which is 8, and 8 minus x. That would give me the wrong answer, okay? That's where that order of operations that we learned the other day comes in handy. That's why I need those parentheses, okay? All right, last one. A number x, so I have a number x, decreased by. What does the word decreased by mean? Subtraction. The quotient. What does the word quotient mean I need? Parentheses. What does quotient mean? What operation? Division. So we put that in the middle. Of 5 and y. So I just write it exactly how I read it. 5 and y. Again, order of operations or these parentheses matter here because I know I've got to do 5 divided by y first, and then I could take x and I could subtract whatever that answer was from it. Again, you're not trying to solve anything here. You're just writing the problem. Okay, our last 2 sentences here, they want us to write these into an equation or inequality. So I know automatically I'm going to have either an equal sign or an inequality in this problem, okay? So first of all, this first sentence I have is, a number increased by 15 is 50. All right? So let's break it down piece by piece. A number. Do I know what that number is? Nope. So I use a variable. Increased by. What does increased by mean? Addition. Increased by 15 is. What does the word is mean? Equals 50. Again, you do not solve this. I don't go, oh, well, that's 35, so I need to write 35 plus 15 equals 50. No, you don't do that. All I want you to do is write it as an algebraic expression. You don't have to solve it at all. You just write it exactly what the sentence says. Okay? Next one. 40 divided by a number is less than or equal to 5. Okay? Break it down piece by piece. 40 divided by, so I write divided by, a number, do I know what that number is? Nope, so I use an X, is less than or equal to. Does that mean subtraction or does that mean inequality? Inequality. How do I know that? This word right here, this is my indicator, is less than or equal to. So I write the less than or equal to sign, 5. If I did not have that is in front of it, if it just said 40 divided by a number less than 5, that would mean subtraction. But because the is in front of it, it's the less than or equal to. And again, this is my answer. I don't try to solve it. I don't try to do anything to it. This is my answer.